Okay, here's an update on Ironman for Julia, September the 15th, 2012. So we're about a month after the New York City Ironman, and it was a great day. I went to bed about 9 a.m. the night before the race, and had trouble getting to sleep. And I woke up before my wake-up call at 2 a.m. I went over and had a big breakfast across the street from the hotel, and then came back and got on a bus that took me and 2,000 other people to a boat terminal in New York, where we sat around for an hour and then took a boat up to transition. Now, in an Ironman triathlon, there's really not a big role for transitioning. You essentially dropped off all your stuff in bags the day before. So you go up there and you sit around, check your bike tires, and then check them again. And then you stretch and go to the bathroom and stretch again and pee and do more until about 6 in the morning. And so while I was there, there are 3 distinct groups of people that do these Ironman. And unlike the shorter distance races, there were no legions of little hotties that were just waiting around for a nice day. These people, it seemed like they were a little bit more serious. Group 1 of the people that were there were the semi-pros. Long, lean, lanky people who really had a shot at doing well. And Group 2 looked almost as good as them, but maybe not quite as good, a little less athletic. And that was about 70% of the people. And then the remaining 30 were people like me, who were just trying to finish. So I talked to a guy about 2 or 3 bikes away, and he was a fairly portly fellow. And I said, "Oh, is this your first one?" And he said, "No, this is his 9th one. He had issues. I have issues, so I know what he means." About 6:30 in the morning, they loaded us all on boats and took us upstream 2.5 miles. And at 7 o'clock, a cannon went off, and we all jumped in the water. And it was a pretty fun swim. There was plenty of room for people to swim, and it was really uneventful. And 52 minutes later, you get out of the water, and you run over through transition. You take a little shower to wash off the muck from the Hudson River, and then you get on your bike. And I really thought I was going to kick that bike's ass. I trained a lot, but that was a mistake. The bike was a little hillier than I expected it to, and I made the mistake of pedaling downhill when I should have been resting. So 6.5 hours later, I got off the bike, put on my running shoes, and went out for a little trot. And the first 16 miles of the run were pretty uneventful, and then it started to get a little hard. And by 19 miles, when I was crossing the George Washington Bridge, it was pretty challenging, and I had to stop and walk. And so I finished lumbering it in at about 10:15 in the evening. And it started at 7 a.m. or 7:15 a.m. And I got some nice pictures. Wyatt snuck through security and met me. And then Jenny and Julia and a couple of our friends helped me back to the hotel. And I looked pretty puny in the hotel. I had to spend a couple hours in an ice bath. I was bleeding from a lot of places, but it was okay, no big deal. And the next morning I felt fine. Well, not fine, but close to fine. And I thought about doing another Ironman, and I thought that was probably foolish. So I decided I'd coach for team and training, and that sounded like a good idea, but I think I can do better. So I want to do another Ironman, and I'd like to keep raising money. Together, people who donated to this site and donated in Julia's name raised about $38,000 for cancer vaccine research, and so I think that's important to keep doing. So today, my bike trainer arrived, and I've been back in the pool and running, and the only thing that's left to do is I'll let my wife know that I'm going to be running another Ironman. And it should, assuming that goes well, I'm signed up for Esprit Montreal, which is a race up in Canada next September. And they have all different distances. I'm going to do the Iron distance. And it's run on the 1976 Olympic course. And an F1 race car course is the bike course. And then I think the run is somewhere through Montreal. Not real checked out on it, but it shouldn't be too bad. But I'm expecting to do better than this year, and I expect to raise some more money. So I want all of you all to get your credit cards and wallets out and make donations straight to Duke University through this website. to go to cancer vaccine research. And hopefully other kids will have a result like Julia's had so far, being healthy and feeling good and being able to go back to school. Thank you.